We're live. All right. Welcome. Just chilling out. One DRS zone. Feeling a little bit under the weather. Was planning to do this a long time ago. Me and my son have a page together, and we got live on it about 2 months ago, and we got excited and accidentally messed up, and we got live taken away from us on that. We just recently bought a PC, and we're doing this now. Just recently got into F1. I used to watch it back in the day. I say about 2013, 2014, I stopped. Let's see here. Oh my. I go here. All right. All right, here we go. Oh, Carlos Sainz fourth, Lando Norris starting third, Sergio Perez starting second, Max Verstappen starting first. Go figure. What is going on, man? Anyways, round 4. I mean, it could happen. Verstappen could leave here without being in lead, but it's going to take a mechanical failure. We're getting close to lights out. Not sure how close we are. Hometown hero Yuki Tsunoda starting 10th. He had a pretty good run in qualifying. Leclerc starting 8th. He disappointing in qualifying. Past couple of races been very disappointing. He hasn't had the pace Sainz has. Sainz is looking pretty good. Mercedes showed up a little bit during qualifying and practice. Their pace is up a little. Covers are coming off tires. Cars are dropping down. We're getting close to lights out. It's going to be a race always to the first turn. If Verstappen hits the first turn and lead, that's race over, and it's race for second, barring a mechanical failure. Nothing really much you can do to slow him down than hope maybe he blows a brake again. That was made the race last week interesting, but then Sainz just ran away with it, so not much we can do there. Top 4 on medium. One light left. Hold. They are holding this light forever. Oh, parade lap or formation lap. I'm a little under the weather. I was freaking out. I was like, man, they're holding that light forever. Formation lap. We're good. Hasn't started yet. Obviously, we're looking for Verstappen to win. I wish I had like timing, telemetry, and stuff for you guys, but I don't. This is my first live. I don't even know what I'm doing. Just like hanging out. I don't really have an F1, friend. I know there's a couple other channels out there that do telemetry and live timing. Not here. Alonso, Hulkenberg, Bottas, Bottas, however you want to say it, Albon, Ocon, Stroll are all on softs. Looks like it's about eight racers on medium, 12 on softs. This track will eat up tires, though. Not sure what the weather is. Looks warm enough there for some good grip. The tires are going to be eaten alive though here, especially with the fast corners. Only one DRS zone. Long straights it seems like. I mean, one of them's kind of like a tailing straight, but one DRS zone. I don't know how much overtaking is going to be able to take place. This race is going to come down to strategy for second because first is in the bag. What is going on? I am pixelated like nobody's business. Hey, if you're watching, I mean, I got no telemetry, no timing, just kind of if someone can pop in, needs to know what's going on in the race. Right now, it's just formation lap. And they are queuing up on the track too. They're on formation lap. This has been an issue all this year is the queuing and the slow. It's just been they need to do something about it. I understand it's better to put space out in pit row during practice and qualifying, but queuing during formation lap, I don't know why they're doing that. Just drive around, warm the tires up, and get to your grid spot. Let's go. Verstappen's really slowing down coming to his grid spot. Looking for this is going to be a 1-2 for Red Bull. Just playing simple. I look for Norris to maybe I don't know. Norris and Sanders going to be fighting for third, and I look for Mercedes to come 4 and 5. This track, it's my first time watching Suzuka. People coming in and out. There we go. Green flag. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Lights out. Verstappen's got Sergio had a bad start. It's over. He's got to stay within a second though. It's a long track. Ooh. Hamilton up the 5th with a good move there. I wish they'd give us a little bit difference in the team colors so you can tell if it's Norris or Piastri or Clark or Stan. Oh, someone's in the tires. Yellow flag, sector 1. Who's in there? It's not Verstappen, so don't worry, people. We still got the race. The race is still won by Verstappen. Oh man, give me the running order on the left. Yellow flag. Oh, 2. Daniel Ricciardo. Red flag on first lap. Daniel Ricciardo. Alex Albon and Daniel Ricciardo. Karma. Right now, we're under red flag. Ricciardo and Alex Albon in the tires. They haven't showed what happened yet. We need to replay. We're under red flag right now. Not even halfway through the first lap. Verstappen has the lead. Sergio got a bad start. Here we go. Here's the replay. We're under red flag right now. Alex Albon and Daniel Ricciardo into the tires first lap, not even halfway through. Red flag right now. Nothing going on. We're stopped. They're haven't even showed the replay yet. They're showing right now, and then just pause out. Like screens froze. Come on. What's going on here? Oh, they go off in the grass. You can't really see who contacted who there. It was from the rear. There's cars. No, that was late. Nothing shown there. They just looked like they went in together, like they danced. Oh, here we go. On board. Alex Albon. We're just going to stay with him. We're at the start. Head in turn one. Be a few seconds before we see what happens here. Looks like he's going to get pinched, maybe. We're almost there to the wreck. He tries to get. Oh, Ricciardo throws him off. Who tapped Ricciardo? So Ricciardo tapped Albon, but someone else tapped Ricciardo. Yeah, he squeezed him off the track. Ricciardo did to Albon, but Ricciardo got hit on the left side. Okay, now we're on board with Daniel Ricciardo. Let's see who. It was Ricciardo's fault pushing Albon out into the grass, but Ricciardo got contact from someone else, and it's looking like. Yeah, we're looking at the left-hand side here. Looks like Stroll. Here we're on board with Stroll now, so we're going to find out if it was Stroll. Yeah, Lance Stroll. So Ricciardo pinches Alex Albon down out into the grass, and he feels him and comes back over, and Lance Stroll is on his rear. Okay. So Lance Stroll contacts Daniel. I don't know. Man, that was a weird wreck. You just feel stuff as a racer that we can't feel on the camera. That's definitely Ricciardo, though. Yeah, there's just nowhere to go. This track is tight. Very tight track. Ricciardo and Albon out of the race. Not even maybe turn 3 or 4. Red flag. Tire barriers all messed up. It's going to be a minute. It's Verstappen. So it's going to – they're going to do – red flag is a standstill start, I do believe. The only radio we got is Alex Albon saying he's okay. But Ricciardo probably pulled more G's. He was spinning. Fernando Alonso. That's another thing too, man. Fernando, the Aston Martins and Mercedes on track look very similar. I just wish they would let the teammates have a little bit different wrap on the car, and then something a little more not so close to other teams too. I mean, looking at a glance, Mercedes, and we're on red flag right now. Yuki Tsunoda's out of the car. Yuki Tsunoda's on the pit wall. Yuki Tsunoda's back to 12th. We're under red flag right now. Daniel Ricciardo and Alex Albon into the tires on lap 1. Not even halfway through. It's a mess. Tires it's going to take a minute. Yuki Tsunoda's even out of his car and on the pit wall talking to his crew. That's how comfortable they are with how long this is going to take. It's going to be a minute. Verstappen has the lead, obviously. Sergio got off to a slow start. Looks like Ricciardo pushed Albon out in the grass. Stroll was kind of involved somehow, but he really didn't cause anything. And Albon and Ricciardo went into tires.
Restart to leave the pit lane, to go around to be a standing start again on the grid, aren't we, Crofty, in original race order? That's what we're expecting, which is behind that accident between Ricciardo and Albon are all just checking their cars.
So we're on a red flag. Daniel Ricciardo, Alex Albon into the tires. Not even halfway through the first lap. It's going to be a standing start back to original race order. So I don't even know if they're going to count this lap. Looks like they will. I mean, it's going to take a minute. Yuki Tsunoda's so comfortable. He's on pit wall.
Thanks ever so much indeed, Ted. Now, the procedure is that if you've completed a lap by the time, or at least one lap by the time the race is red flagged, then you've completed a lap. It will be that order that you then start and the restarts. I'll go back to that in a minute. We're just going to see another replay here. I think initially Yuki Tsunoda made a really poor start, and that had backed up Daniel Ricciardo a bit and backed him into the ongoing pack. And that kind of got him into a little bit of trouble there, as we can now watch and see Yuki Tsunoda's poor start. That is the RB that is closest to Alex Albon. The one that's just further ahead is Daniel Ricciardo, but Tsunoda squeezes past his teammate going into turn 1.
Yeah, he did, and unfortunately for both of them, the Haas overtook them. But this is the moment where Albon's cap disappeared, and nothing he could do from that moment in to stop the car hitting the barrier pretty hard. Now, this is the shot that Bernie's had a look at again. I'm just going to look, I encourage all of you and back at home, wherever you're watching this, to just watch on the exit of turn 2, to keep a look on Daniel Ricciardo's head position, just to see who his main concern is. Is he looking right? Is he looking left? So around this, yeah, he looks left once, and that was it. So
he was looking left at Stroll. Daniel Ricciardo, Alex Albon into the tires, red flag. Not even one lap, so it'll be a standing start, original start order, but it will be lap 2. Stroll was coming on left of Ricciardo.
It looks like when you're riding on board with Albon, it looks like he's 100% Ricciardo's fault, and it was a kind of over-aggressive move, but he was ahead. Well, he's just
Red flag. Daniel Ricciardo, Alex Albon in the tires. Not even halfway through lap 1. It's going to be a standing start for lap 2. Lance Stroll was coming on Ricciardo's left. Ricciardo looked left. Looked like he was giving Stroll space and pinched Albon into the grass, and they both went in the tires. Not even one lap through.
At all. It's one of those things, unfortunately, a racing incident.
Especially the start for the team at Faenza as Toro Rosso and as Team RB, and it is ended by turn 2. Now, Bernie Collins, we were going to talk about the restart and the order. Ted was intimating that they hadn't done a lap, so they had to go back to how it was first and foremost to the original start. But I think for the restart, I've got confirmation now as well. Because they've gone through a sector, and the first sector, before the red flag was thrown, then there is a timing order that the FIA can use to determine the grid for the restart. Is that right?
Yeah, so that's my understanding. So you've seen there, when we've seen the incident much in advance of when we were given the red flag notification. And sometimes they like to allow the drivers to race until towards the end of the lap and then throw a safety car. But even with the red flag, I think they've waited until just we've got the first sector information for all of the cars. And that means that what's been gained in an all-stop line will remain, and they'll start from that sector 1. And if you've got confirmation, that's great, so I'm not saying the wrong thing. The next thing to think about is...
red flag. Alex Albon and Daniel Ricciardo are in the wall. Rolling tires. Not even one lap in. Standing still, restart for lap 2. They're debating on if they were past the timing point or not. If not, they're going back to original starting order for lap 2. And it's a mess. I mean, not a bad wreck, just messed up the tire barrier. Verstappen, led in turn 1. Sergio got a bad start. Yuki Tsunoda got a bad start because he backed up into the pack, and that's where all the chaos started happening. Stroll was getting a run on Ricciardo. Ricciardo gave Stroll some space, went over into Albon, pushed Albon in the grass, and him and Albon went spinning into the tire and now run a red flag. Drivers are out of their cars with their racing suit halfway down, just chilling. It's going to be a minute. It's going to be a while. I mean, it kind of sucks. It's late at night here on the East Coast. Kind of. I'm waiting for them to get back green. Ain't much going on. Just a whole bunch of crowd. The crowd's trying to stay alive. This is the first crowd I've seen too, where there's been like a good mix of fans for all the different teams. Yuki Tsunoda is home country's Japan. That's where we're at, but not everyone is RB. So it's pretty cool. We're on board with Leclerc right now. Replay. Let's see what Leclerc was saying before the wreck happened. Oh, just informing him there was a red flag. Just checking on everybody. Leclerc is seeing if everyone's okay. Red flag right now. No action going on. Red flag. First lap. Ricardo Albon out. Nothing he can really do. He was checking because he had Lance Stroll coming on his right or left, and then pushed over into Albon. And what is going on, man? Yeah, so I ain't got much to talk about right now. We're under red flag. I wish I had some. I have to get the timing and telemetry. Give you guys something to look at in my face.
So we're in the red flag then, and Charles Leclerc has been told on the team radio it's going to be 15 to 20 minutes. So
15 to 20 minutes.
This is going to be a test of stamina and Formula One fandom as well.
Well, remember that the circuits are homologated themselves, not just the cars and every piece of equipment.
Red flag. Red flag. 1 lap in. Halfway through the lap. Alex Albon and Daniel Ricciardo out in the tires. They're at 15 to 20 more minutes before we're back green. That's what I would have done too.
Third time in his career that Ricciardo has been out on lap 1. And of those 4 lap 1 incidents, Ted Kravitz, 2 of them have come at Suzuka for Alex Albon in 2022 and now in 2024. One of those, if he can get past half distance, I dare say he'll get a really good result here one day, but getting to half distance has been particularly tricky for Alex Albon in recent years.
Yeah, it was such a shame, Crofty, because Williams had a real overtaking car today. They'd taken rear wing downforce off. Didn't really work for them in qualifying spec, but they thought they were going to be rockets on the straights down here at Suzuka. And it's a real shame that they've only got one car remaining. We'll hope for the best below the sergeant. So that message that you alluded to from Charles Leclerc's engineer saying it's going to be 20 minutes ago was about 10 minutes ago, probably about 10 or 12 minutes ago. So as you can see from those shots, a lot of those vehicles have actually done their work and are making their way off. And there's some shooting out to do. I think we're going to see the 10 minutes notification to the team shortly. Just let you know what the drivers are doing at the moment. Well, you can't keep them away from data. They're having a look at starts. You saw that the Norris there in the garage. One of the gamers actually to laps and positions at the end of lap 1. So off one of the gamers up 2 positions. Pierre Gasly up 3 positions, as he said. Well done to him. Well done to Nico Hulkenberg.
Race will resume at 2:32 local time. 10 minutes.
Sitting on that garage chair that he's put in the middle of the
He needs a deck chair if he's going to do that properly. He can't sit there for long, Ted.
It's red flag right now. 10 minutes till a restart. 10 minutes.
This weekend, we often see incidents like this right at the start of a race here in Suzuka, Bradley. Is this a frustration for Mercedes, given that you've only got one set of medium tyres to take to this race that's too hard, and you'll want that set of mediums, I'm sure, for the restart?
I don't think there's a particular frustration. We've got
This is going to mess up tire strategy and everything. I mean, because these new things come into play.
coming into today, looking at the track temps that are still up in the high 30s, much hotter than we've seen so far this weekend.
Go ahead and turn this on.
Yeah, we'll see in just under 11 minutes now what everyone's going to do.
Sorry, Rocky, but Bradley, yeah. Pretty aggressive start there and made up a few positions on those soft tyres. Is anything being said? I mean, the worst thing obviously is to get overtaken by a feisty Hulkenberg at the start of the draw. Is anything being said or maybe some plans therefore?
Yeah, that's a conversation about how the first starts.
See, I don't understand that, man.
So I'm sure we'll see divergence up and down the grid, and notwithstanding the fact that the track position is important, it's also a high deck circuit. You would expect cars in these temperatures on those soft tyres to the next 50 odd laps after that.
It's a fascinating battle, I think, this today, because Red Bull and Ferrari have gone one way, and yourself.
It's going to be a standing restart.
Four of you might be right, but what often happens in this case, Bradley, is that two of you are and two of you aren't.
Yeah, I mean, it's fine margins. I think you're talking, when we run through the strategy options in the morning, you're talking 2 or 3 seconds of race time.
Red flag, y'all. Daniel Ricciardo to Alex Albon in the tires. Nothing going on. We have approximately 8 minutes to a restart. It'll be a standing still restart. Looks like back to original start order. They didn't make the first timing line. I think that's what I heard. If they did make that timing line, they'll be at. Looks like the way the order's showing right now, it's going to be. They did make it to the timing line. We're looking at. It said 2:32 p.m. Restart time for them. So that's 1:32 back here on the East Coast of the U.S. a.m. Nothing going on. They're changing tires. I don't understand. I wish it was like other racing sports when there's red flag, you couldn't touch the car. Like next, now we're going to see teams with different tires on strategies are going to change. It's just understand these Formula One cars are real touchy, but at the same time, it's like it's a red flag. Everything should be paused, in my opinion. But nothing going on. Wish I had something to talk about, but just feel like a broken record here. Alex Albon and Daniel Ricciardo went in the tires halfway through the first lap, and we are under red flag conditions at Suzuka. This is round 5, I think. The Japan Grand Prix. Drivers are strapping back in. So Sergio gets another crack at trying to beat Verstappen to turn 1. Dude, this Japan crowd's been really good. I like the amount of different teams you see these fans like. Expect them all to like RB because of Sonoda, but that's not been the case. I mean, I've seen Williams and Haas and Kick Sauber fans out in the stands, and not just 1 or 2. Like it's very equal. It seems like. I mean, comparatively speaking, I mean, obviously you see more Red Bull and Ferrari than anyone else fan wise, but like as most places, that's all you see. Here, you're seeing a good mixture of it all. They're still saying it's going to be a standard start. I don't know why they're still talking about it, because they have nothing else to talk about. We've been red flag conditions for probably close to 30 minutes now. It's been a long weekend. I've watched. We're big wrestling fans here. We'll watch WrestleMania weekend. Feeling a little under the weather, a little bit of a scratchy throat. If you're here watching, I appreciate it. Throw up some likes, subscribe to the channel. Wish I had some live timing, some telemetry for you. Not that far along yet. I just started working on PC. Me and my son just got a PC. Trying to get used to it, trying to figure out what this is all about. I don't even have a backdrop yet. You get to see the mess of my house in the background. I even still got the old WrestleMania board up from tonight. That's funny. We should be starting here in 5 minutes. Red flag lap 1. It looks like, man, if there's another wreck here soon, it's going to be a long night.
Without overheating anything and get it in the optimal position for this very crucial formation lap back on the grid.
They're going to do a formation lap and everything. They even put them in the pits for this red flag. Dude, I don't understand what is the physics behind the way Ricardo crashed? He did he overcorrect that much? Well, it wouldn't be an overcorrect, or just try to save the car. Let's show another. We're showing Albon in car. I want to see Ricardo in car and watch his hands. That was weird to be coming right, and then but you spin back to the left, going right, but no one touched your left side. Dude, Albon even hit his right rear, and he spun left. All right, here's Ricardo's in car. Let's see here.
You look at which car caused the collision. It was the car we're running on board with now. It wasn't Albon. He didn't cause the collision. It's this car here moving over to the right. But
no, that is, man, explain the physics on that, because he had his hand straight. Right rear gets hit. But he needs to. Blows my mind. I mean, it's been what? We're in 2024. I stopped watching F1 in 2013. Just started watching again last year. So I guess I'm behind on how these things handle. But physics should be physics, right? 2 minutes till formation lap. Man, that is crazy. Could you imagine waiting all day, getting the adrenaline pumping? Not even getting half a lap in. Like, hey, red flag, we're going to do it again. You can expand these tracks out.
Tape, a little sticker by his wing mirror, and whilst driving along and into 130R, trying to press it down so it wasn't flapping up and disturbing the error.
It's very really quick figure of that with a 195 now.
Collins has got a calculator out and she's trying to work out what the fuel effect would be by burning a couple of laps of fuel you don't need. Take it away then, Maths Maestro.
Well, stick with me on this one, but prepared for anyone. You can write in if you think the answer is wrong as well. I'm open to suggestions. But 2.5 laps of fuel, I think it's 1.7 kg a lap that you need. So that's just under 5 kilos of fuel, roughly. And I think that's 0.2 seconds a lap. And we've got a 50-lap race. So that is...
Red flag. Red flag. Ricardo and Albon in the wall. 1 minute formation lap.
That's why they do it. But it goes to show as well how incredibly efficient these modern F1 hybrid engines are.
Yeah, that's brilliant. Thank you for showing your work in the margins there, Professor Collins. And if anyone wants to dispute Bernie's stats, hey, good luck. It's Bernie Collins, a carer. Records, Sky Studios, Broadway, TW75 TV. Not killing at all, I think. no Charles Leclerc starting at medium tyres because that's what he's got in his car. And Max Verstappen is stuck.
Dude, what is wrong with the camera? Come on.
Oh, and a brand new set, because obviously the teams that don't get through to Q3 have the luxury of even more sets of soft tires. That's a brand new set. You mentioned this, didn't you, Crofty?
Yeah.
Would you be brave enough to put a brand new set of hard tires on? And Bradley Walker's never going to give that kind of information away.
We can always try. Right, here we go then. We're out for another
Formation lap.
Cars can now leave the race. Well, that's a big gamble, isn't it, for Mercedes and for Lewis Hamilton to go on those hard compound tyres at a race start.
Well, if you think about it, Crofty, as well, the circuit will be getting cooler and cooler through the race. So you might as well get those hard tyres out of the way earlier on. If you can hold position, and it's a risk to take in a standing start. Yeah. If you can hold position, then it could pay dividends later on in the race when you can get those medium tyres on when the track is cooler, rather than being on the hard tyre like maybe Red Bull will be forced to do because they're starting on the mediums.
And it's both Mercedes on the hard tyre as well, but Lewis Hamilton and George Russell both on the hard tyre. Well, they have factored in the fact that they're starting P7 and P9 and therefore not sitting on the grid for as long as they would be, say, if they were on the front row.